What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another coaching video. I'm really excited for this one because we're going to be talking about ball control, and that is hands down one of the best areas to focus on so that you can rank up quickly. We're going to look at some clips from the one-on-one coaching session that I ran and compare them to my gameplay so that you can see where the mistakes happen, how to fix them, and ultimately use that to rank up. I'm a Grand Champ 3 level coach, and I coach people completely for free, as well as put out these videos for free. If you want to support me in those efforts, please subscribe to the channel, and if you want to help this video do well on YouTube, please leave a like and leave a comment as well. I'll leave a link to my Discord in the description where you can sign up for coaching for yourself. Just make sure you read the rules. With that out of the way, enjoy the video, and I hope you're able to learn something. Do you know what happened here?
Just assuming maybe I shouldn't have went for a boost there?
Yeah, you went for boost when the purpose of cheating your kickoff is to get first possession of the ball. The kickoff is almost always guaranteed to be a 50-50, which means the second person is gonna recover possession. You have the possession here. Never prioritize boost over ball. You use a little bit of it to get to this boost over here, which I don't think is good because your cheat is really good. You're like the perfect distance away. It's a perfect ball for you. Take that ball and try to play off the small pads and literally try to cut it to this one and then get a flick on net. Take the ball where this guy, who you know is either on like 12 or 0 boost because he just went for the kickoff, is not going to be able to challenge you. But take the ball. Like, this is so perfect for you. Take the ball here. This second guy now has time to reach you because you took the time to go get the boost. Watch from his perspective. You know, like, if a shot's coming right now, he's got to play in his net and he's got to save a shot. Sees the shot's not coming, he has so much time to just go over and challenge you. Make sense?
Right.
So far, so good. I think there's a better way to play this ball where you don't play it right to him. It's hard to do, but I would just, because you have plenty of boost, try to not just get this one touch to stop the ball, but try to follow it. Like, once you hit that, keep boosting after it to block them, you know?
Okay.
I can show you how that's done correctly after we review the replays, but because he's going up, I love when you jump to challenge this. This is really good timing on your part, but the problem is you kind of slow down the play, but then you just say, all right, here you go. You know, take it back.
Right.
They just kind of wait and you wasted your boost. So I'm sure that Champ 2 level, another big thing that we're going to see is that an issue is most Champ 2 players get one good touch on the ball and kind of call it a day. You want to always think, where am I going to get a follow-up touch on this? Oh, yeah. A little bit of free play. You have the right idea. I think the execution's just a bit off. It gets a little far away from you. A couple of boost taps instead of holding it down when you're trying to cover a lot of distance will help you. But I think the idea was right there. These are really hard to play. A little bit more speed might have helped you out, but your primary objective when you see a ball like this is keep it slow in my corner. That's an almost always rule of Rocket League, is if you can get on the backboard here and just catch the ball as it bounces to keep it slow in the corner, because from here it's extremely safe, but it's just a little too quick and it gets away from you. You see that?
Right.
Where now they have a touch again. Yeah, that's the way to do it. So like a little more control, but go for the ball, not the boost. If you get it around that guy, you'll feel really comfortable.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. It could have been a little better. I pretty much after kickoff, especially if it goes like this where it gets far away from you where you can't touch it, just go for the boost. You know, like on kickoff, it's okay. Just leave that for your teammate. Wait to see what your teammate does, because then like you can get to the same spot if you're over here. You know, just watch where the ball ends up going. Even over here, you can just come around this way because you got the boost and cut in front of it and stop that. Because also, look, when you do get the ball, you're leaving yourself with 0. And then you have to play it into your back corner where you could have been on the attack with 100, right?
Right.
Little things like that matter in Champ 2. They matter a lot because it's going to start boiling down to which team makes more mistakes. Like that, you know? I'm not going to spend a lot of time saying like, oh, this is exactly how you need to hit it. I know you know how to hit this, but it's just the consistency matters, where, you know, a lost touch like that, where you don't even need to be taking this off the wall. You know, you can just patience, don't flip until someone makes you. Hang on to the ball until you have to commit to a shot or pass. But really, when you're flipping at the ball, most of the time, you're either doing it to commit to a shot or pass. So this, I think it's just trying to catch it after you lose it a little bit. But you get the idea. This is nice so far. Perfect touch into the corner. See, there, that's fine because someone's pushing you. You have to get rid of it. He's forcing you to. So then the idea is just try to get it around him. The difference being, if he did not jump at this, that's those situations where you just try to keep it as close to yourself for as long as you can. But since he jumped, that's fine. Okay. I think in this scenario, I would have waited on my backboard. Right here, you know you're not going to be first to this. So just take the corner boost, which you did. And just like literally wait on this corner. You're going to be ready for it. His only other options are to pass it midfield, which from this position is incredibly difficult, or to try and shoot, which if you're up here on the corner, you can just turn and save a shot. So I think especially in this scenario, like the turn up the field when you get the corner boost, it's a little risky where now you're turning on a ball that you're beat to, versus if you go up the corner, then you're waiting for his touch. And tell yourself this, in Champ 2, one of the main things I've already told you is people get one touch and throw the ball away from themselves. You're a patient player. Tell yourself every time you see someone jumping for a crazy shot, be like, oh, okay, I'll just wait for him to pass this to me. That viewpoint alone, you'll see so many times people just, boop, that would have been a pass to you, right?
Right.
Still almost is. Right here. This is where dribble training is going to be crucially important. That touch is bad because it gets just too far away from you where you can make another touch.
Right.
It's Champ 2 in a nutshell. Players make one really good touch on the ball, and they're used to reading one really good touch on the ball. When you play Rocket League, especially when you're trying to break into Grand Champ, I've said this to so many people, it's follow-up touches. Get one touch for control, and then keep it close until you're ready to do something genuinely useful. Because you give that to him, where if you had just kept it a tiny bit closer, you know, like if you didn't just floor it, you're first to this by a mile. By a mile. And then you just give it away right there. Instead of getting under it and flicking it like you've already shown that you know how to do. What happened?
He called for a pass. I do
Called
remember
for a
that.
pass?
He was like, I'm upfield. I heard him. I just touched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see that I could have definitely had one more at least.
Keep it close, especially on these. If you get the sense that you're first to it and nobody's challenging, do whatever you can to keep it close to your car. If your teammate called for a pass here, that's good information to know. Then you want to pass it down to him, not up. Because he's up the field and he's ready to shoot. So then you just kind of miss the pass. I'm sure it probably just threw you off a little bit.
Yeah, I think for the past like probably 30 seconds we were just defeated.
I'll show you from today in twos, which I have Goose example game. The other thing we'll pay attention to as well is follow-up touches. Getting more than one touch on the ball when they give me control. I think I called for this back right. And then here, check out how close I try to keep it the whole time. You know, after I get bumped, that's what gets me off the ball, is getting bumped. But the flick as well, too, from right here, like, assuming I don't get bumped by this player, that's a flick I can follow up with yet another touch. I'm not just trying to bang it away from myself.
Right.
And I think when I fast forwarded here as well, I saw a really good example of trying to keep control, where I'm at that next spot, 50 comes out. Now look, right here, how many champ players have you seen throw this directly to orange team?
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Right? A lot. They do this all the time, where this touch for champ players is a pass to the other team. It doesn't threaten anything. They're just thinking, I need to clear it. Look at this. I'm trying to play in a position where I can get these follow-up touches and make the pass for my teammate better. My teammate is sitting here waiting and watching what I'm doing, but so is the defense. You know, they cannot challenge comfortably as long as I have the ball close. They can't, because if they go right here, I pop it over them, we score. They don't go, the pass becomes more and more and more threatening, where we put a shot on goal, and look, now they're completely out of position. And I think that that's really just thanks to that one touch right here I keep it somewhere where I can touch it again. And that's like the biggest difference between Grand Champ and Champ ranks. I'm telling you, I see this in every replay I review. Every single one, players touch the ball and don't get a follow-up. Reposition. Play for the follow-up touch. This wasn't a great example of a follow-up touch because I didn't do anything right, but there's a reason I went for a fake here instead of just touching the ball. If I just touch the ball here, I can't do anything on it, right?
Right.
It just goes into their corner. I hit it off the wall, they get a free clear. I fake this, now I have control. Now I'm the closest to it, I haven't committed to anything, I'm gonna get a touch, I touch it around 1, and I'm there to touch it again. Now we look at the Octane, right? Where he's watching from here, sees that happen, he has to wait, and sure, my execution definitely could have been better. Like I said, I'm only human, but they are forced to wait and watch what happens, and we get much, much better plays because we're able to keep the ball close. The second you make a touch that goes to the other team, like that guy just did, right? Now watch my teammate, where he just touches it away, catch the ball, keep it close, the guy comes, flick it away, try to get a follow-up. It's just always, always, always try to hit it somewhere where you can follow it again and again and again. The second you give it to the other team is the second they start scoring on you, which like literally is what happened right there. Here, how many champ players you see that take this ball and just clear it?
A lot.
A lot. And it's those kinds of plays too. The patience here, where it's like, okay, I see the other guy all the way back. You see the control I play for? How quickly it turns this dangerous situation into, oh crap, if we don't challenge this guy, we're getting counterattacked, right? And it comes from this play where people panic and hit it away from themselves, where you have to have the vision to know these guys are far away, they're not going to get a touch right now, so that ball is glued to my car for as long as I can possibly manage. You see how hard this challenge is for me? Because this first touch, he's right on it. I can't do anything useful. I just have to try to get it away from him, and he wins the 50. We're lucky it went to us, but he wins the 50 there. Because, like, this is a brain-dead shot, but this is something a silver, in theory, mechanically could do. This is not a mechanical shot. It's not some, like, brilliant play. It's just I kept the ball close to myself this entire play where I'm on it. And now right here, this poor guy has to wait for me to bring the ball right at his net, and he has so many options to cover that it makes him think, shit, I gotta jump at something, and then I just hit the brakes and drop it down, right? But like, he can't challenge here, because if he does, I flick it. And then I just don't do that, you know? He's sitting here waiting. What's he gonna do? And it just rolls in. All thanks to just a little bit of ball control and playing for the control as often as I can. So there you have it. I don't have much else to say aside from practice makes perfect. Knowing what to do is one thing, working on it to actually get to the point where it feels smooth is another. So make sure you work on it. Thank you again for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all of the above, and thanks again.